Can I ask you something? All these memories and timelines. How do you decide what's real? Look around, figure out what you believe is true right now, and just commit to it.
Peace, peace. Now's the vibrate. Y'all know what it is. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now, experiencing every dimension and how it relates to being still from a physical perspective. In reference, of course, I mean, it's a upload, download, what I'm saying, activated. But it definitely, kind of the light bulb kind of sparked. Again, relating to the movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And without getting too much into the characters and stuff, just in case you never watched it, I'll explain it besides referencing the movie. But in reference to the movie, when Evelyn got to the point where she started experiencing everything, or more so like every dimension of herself, like it got to a certain moment where things started building up and she started just flipping through every dimension, literally the screen just focusing on her face, flipping through every dimension of her being, in different quote unquote lifetimes in so many ways. But she went through all these different dimensions, and then it got to a point where she turned into a rock. And what I realized what that relates to, for one, like dealing with crystals, and realizing, how much, the reason why crystals help us so strongly, upon our growth, especially when it comes to the multi-dimensional aspect, is because not only with crystals, but realizing everything that, like, the less something moves in this realm, in the physical realm, the more dimensions it's able to experience in the moment. And this even relates to us in connection with, like, say, for instance, when you're driving, when you're working on something, when you playing a sport, whenever you active and mobile, it's less. And again, not to say that nobody can't do it. Some of us are very gifted to the point of, being able to experience multiple dimensions, while doing certain activities. But for the most part, or let's just say it like that, even somebody who could experience multiple dimensions while doing a certain activity, they would be able to experience those multiple dimensional aspects of the multiverse even more so if they weren't doing any activities via, meditation. Whenever we're still, whenever we meditate, it's much easier to experience the multi dimensions of ourselves. It's much easier to pick up on intuitive messages, connect with ancestors, connect with trees, like feel the whole planet, like, again, experience all these different dimensions from a space of being still, so again, it resonates across the board. The reason why trees are able to be so knowledgeable, in essence, I'll be so tapped in, it's because it's also not moving. The fact that it's not spending energy, and not to say that it's not moving, everything is vibrating, on a microcosmic level, down to the atoms, everything is vibrating. But for the most part, again, like from the physical nature within the realm, it's still, it is more still compared to, us when we moving and doing different things, you know what I'm saying? Our animal moving and doing different things, but again, and you could just say it like this: the slower or the less something moves, the more it's able to tap into multiple dimensions. So again, whether that's us in meditation compared to when we're active, when we're in meditation, when we're sitting down somewhere, we're able to experience multiple dimensions, whenever, again, because a tree, is not walking around, you know what I'm saying? It's able to experience multiple dimensions much more. Hence why when we sit by trees and we get still like a tree by a tree, you know what I'm saying? We're able to tap in, so strongly, you know what I'm saying? Again, due to that stillness and again, like why crystals, also help to, tap into multiple dimensions, and again, different crystals, promote tapping into multiple dimensions, due to its uniqueness. So, like every crystal, like say, for instance, again, a moldavite or most high vibrational crystals promote, more of a multi-dimensional experience. But even a crystal that vibrates slower still allows for a multiple dimensional experience, you know what I'm saying, as well, even let's just say a hematite, because with that hematite, although it's not vibrating high, it does promote a grounded energy, like a tree being rooted. So it allows for you to still yourself, aka be still, you know what I'm saying, and be able to tap into multiple dimensions. So again, living things that are experiencing, a lot of dimensions in most cases, they're not moving, you know what I'm saying? They're stationary, so to speak. And again, the example also being in ourselves, where we experience more dimensions the slower that we move physically, like again, somebody, you talking to somebody or doing certain things. Yeah, you could have these dimensions come through, but it's not going to be like compared to when you sit down, be still, breathe slower, close your eyes, and really be still, you know what I'm saying? And then, you experience more of those dimensions. So with me expressing this is just another example, more so point, even though it's like pulling back the layers of multiple things in the explanation, mostly just pointing to, working with crystals, again, in the reference to the movie, when she started experiencing all these different dimensions to the point where she just turned into a rock, and that kind of, what I'm saying, that resonated, again, with the energy of crystals being tapped into all these different dimensions, almost again like being a whole universe or a whole nother world, within these crystals, what I'm saying, that connection, that connection or that being able to be experienced due to it not moving around and being active, so to speak, but yeah, living things that experience more dimensions or multiple dimensions, or the more still something is, the more, more something is not in constant motion on that level, the more it's able to experience these multiple dimensions. So stillness promotes a connection to multiple dimensions. Now to vibrate. Peace.